Excuse me, Spider-Man, would you mind if I quickly had sex with your ship?
In a sea of endless faces, but my mind's in different places. I just wanna be with you. You make me tremble.
So have you ever been to my base now?
No, I haven't.
If you look, I can give you a tour.
Yeah, sure. Where are you at the moment?
I'm right behind you.
Ah.
Oh.
I am actually a little bit low on oxygen and energy. If you could point me in the direction of somewhere I could recharge.
What the hell?
Oh, wow.
Whoa! Okay.
Landing gear?
That's a first. No, well, I mean there was, but it wasn't on. Ships are off. That's why they just went flying. Here, let me fix this real quick.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit! Oh man.
You see, I have this strange effect when I come near ships. Sometimes they just misbehave.
Maybe you're the evil one.
Maybe.
Not your ships. Oh man. Now, one of my landing gears exploded. Like I said, I didn't have the landing gear on. I just set them on it.
Yeah.
And then I shut the ships off. Whoop. Yeah, as you notice, my garage is a bit full at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. There we go. Yeah, I get my point of view all messed up, and then I'm not flying correctly. There we go. Damn, I can't believe the landing gear blew. Oh! Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's not too terrible. As long as no cargo containers exploded, I'm alright.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want, you see the grinding ship next to me? The one with the yellow drills? Go ahead and hop in the cockpit. It should...
excellent. Yeah,
should be
nice.
oxygenated, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, access denied.
Really? Oh, and its oxygen isn't up at the moment. Hold on.
Sure.
All my connectors are out here. Which I dug up 300,000 kilograms of ice recently, so I should be good.
And ice takes a lot of mining to get quantity, I've noticed.
Well, since mine's a burrowing driller, I used it where there was like a mountain of ice, like it kind of hilled up.
Yeah.
And that seemed to work really well.
Oh, right.
I drilled right through it and I got tons in just a minute, so... There you go, now you should be good.
Cool. I have actually got a little bit of oxygen left in the... Oh, it's still access denied.
Oh, son of a bitch. That's my fault.
Oops.
There we go, share with all.
Cool. Okay. So do you have in here an oxygen tank?
I can give you one, yes.
Oh, I was just going to recharge this bottle. If you had an oxygen tank, I could put it in.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, I'm going to take this ship outside since it needs little repair.
Yeah.
There we go.
Actually, you've got an oxygen tank over here.
Yeah, go ahead and, yeah, you can use that connector there.
Cool.
I can't believe... I just can't get over the, just... My ship's randomly, like, bugging out. They were so angry. So very angry. But yeah, this is, like, my personal, like, utility hangar that I use. Actually, if you look up here, there's windows up into my, like, condo, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like my own personal space up there, and my my cryopods in there.
Ah.
Yeah. So all my welding and grinding and drilling ships are all in here. Which this one is actually my prize one. I just built this one earlier today. This is the Super Switchblade. Oh, I love this thing. Which I mean, it can weld, it can grind, and it can carry a bunch of people if need be. So I have a feeling I'm definitely going to use this thing in the future.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So built off of it out here, if you take a look, this box is actually 3 refineries that are fully upgraded and 3 assemblers, I believe, as well. But then I was just like, I need to close it off somehow, so it just kind of got boxed in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I always have my personal fighter that I buzz around in, and this is my newest model, the Wolf, which I decided to put a landing pad out here because I never have enough room in my garage. So.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, Anubis took that for a ride the other day.
Yeah,
he loves hot riding around.
Very stylish.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this is actually the glass roof to my own personal area.
Ah.
Yeah, I like a nice skylight.
Yeah, yeah.
And then over on the side of the base is all my connectors, which probably be useful for all my ships that are actually parked in there. I could just put them out here.
Yeah. Oh, now your public showroom. I saw this on one of your episodes.
Oh.
Very impressive.
Ah, yes. Well, I've actually updated it.
Cool.
There we go. Which I don't... Yeah, I don't have oxygen. It is oxygen capable, but I don't have it flowing. Like I mentioned earlier, it took all my ice to pump this whole base, because even behind this big door here, which is like my storage area,
yeah,
I had everything open, trying to oxygenate it, and it didn't work.
Right.
Too big. So, well, here we have...
Cool.
That's, yeah, my little projector system.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those things I think would be extremely useful. This is the Bobcat. It has a merge block on the bottom. You can put whatever you want on it.
Yeah.
And actually, Dracul came up with a design like this. He called his PET, which is a personal something transport. Personal economic transport, I think. Right. So you could use it for getting around and for doing whatever you like.
Right.
Yeah. So then I'll show you this right fast. Yeah, there's no lights in here, unfortunately.
That's okay. I'm on DX9, so I can still see.
Yeah, I cleared out my hangar recently when we're having our
problems.
Sim speed issues. Yeah, so it's a little empty now. But this place was pretty much packed, and I was like, I think I need to dust off the shelves. So. And actually, this here is the. I made this drone on the starting platform.
Yeah.
I remember Anubis was making something. I'm like, I want to build something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this was my automated cargo drone that I think I sent platinum to you.
Yeah,
then we got to talking, and you're like, oh, I got to get the platinum. And as you're going for the ship, it flew away.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, this one down here, I thought this one would actually catch on after I built it. I figured a lot of people would like it because it runs off of a battery, I think, one battery and solar power. So every time I was done using it, I would just let it sit in the sun and charge. I thought people would be interested in using it as a getting around ship, but nobody seemed to catch any interest with it.
I think it's just everybody likes building their own stuff, don't they? Otherwise, well, maybe except Boris. Oh, sorry, I've just knocked that sideways.
It's like a seesaw.
It is, isn't it?
I'd be afraid of us both getting on there. There'd be explosions.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to jump
like
in the
Michael
cockpit?
Bay movie. So, and if you want, I can show you the inside as well.
Yeah, sure. Nice doors.
Sorry.
So
Thank you.
Boris there?
I that's kind of my standard size for doors because I never know how much I'm going to put in a hangar. So these are pressure doors, so you're going to have to do it one at a time.
Yeah. tell me when.
Oh, yeah, 1 second. There you go, you're good.
Okay.
Ah, there you are.
Go. Yeah, just had a little bit of a delay on it there.
So this was just kind of the starting of my base.
Yeah.
And so there's only one refinery in here, and I think 2 assemblers, and so I decided to expand off the side. All my cargo containers are underneath, and then I've got one over here. Med bay, of course. Yeah. Everything's just kind of finagled in.
Yeah, yeah.
So this leads upstairs.
Okay.
Which I'm sure Anubis would hate this too. My cryo chamber. A couple of chairs I haven't finished.
I'm with Anubis. I don't use cryo chambers, and only because I haven't got around to. Well, I haven't got a base, and if you've got a med bay, then and it's on a ship and it's right next to your cargo containers. I never quite got round to building myself a cryo chamber.
Well, your loading screen is actually faster with the cryo chamber because it'll ask you to respawn and then it'll, like where you want to spawn. Then it goes back to a loading screen. If you're in a cryo chamber, it just pops right up.
Right.
Yeah, so. Well, last little spot is actually over here. Whee! Which I haven't finished this yet either.
Cool. What's this going to be?
This, I figured, if I do stuff with people, this is like a nice conference room. I got several chairs here. And this is like my own personal area that I haven't even finished yet. So I always get distracted by wanting to build big things.
Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, I don't even have that many large ships. I think I have 3 at the moment. Which, for me, isn't much. I tend to go all out. Especially, like, as I had said before, I used to have a terrible computer. And now that I have a good one, I love building things.
Yeah. Now that you can.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I didn't really think out anything in this base, so everything, that's why everything is positioned so weird. So this is a pressure door as well.
Okay.
And this leads out back into the personal hangar. Alright, you can come through. And actually, I think that's the first time I've shown off everything in the base since I built it, because I've expanded everything so much. Out of curiosity, did you see the episode I did where I had my daughter do the intro?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that was so precious. Somebody said she was so precious.
That was Mir. I love it. Mir was like, you should give her everything.
Oh, yeah.
Give her everything.
Let her have all the things. That was right, I remember.
Oh, and then this, I think I might rename this to my sadness.
Oh, why?
Because I built it the day before jump drives came out.
Oh.
And it's an exploration ship.
Oh, dear.
But I love it. I love the design of this thing. This is probably the most compact large ship I've ever built.
Mind you, when you're exploring, do you really want jump drives? Because you wouldn't see things, would you, when you're jumping? Well,
when you jump, it takes a second for everything to load in. So you jump, do like a short jump, and then you can wait for everything to load in, and then look around and see what's there, and then do another jump if you want.
I see.
Yeah. There, I depressurized it, so if you want to take a look around, feel free. Yeah, I built this with the idea of if other people wanted to explore with me.
Yeah, which we've talked about doing.
Yeah. Got a couple cryo chambers in here. That up there is actually my favorite feature. That is the cockpit.
Yeah,
I like how I
really nice.
And then I've got a couple of batteries down here for emergencies. On the other side of I got seats. And then it actually has a med bay up here, grav generator, everything.
Yeah.
Everything you could need, except for a jump drive.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. And so I finished building it, and Boris was on. I'm like, Boris, what do you think? He's like, this is really nice. He's like, it's so compact. And then I'm all proud, you know, strutting my stuff, and then jump drives.
Yeah.
But I gave it like an Art Deco 1940s fin on the back. That's my favorite feature of the whole thing, is its big fin. It's like an old Cadillac from the 50s.
Yeah.
Oh, and then actually my last thing here is my Manta, my big grinding ship. Well, it's not really that big. It's a small, large ship. And it's ugly sin. This should be called the Ugly Berry.
It was behind.
And if you look above the shipyard towards the sun, you'll see the exploration station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the station that I found, turned into a ship, and brought it back here to grind down. And I still haven't finished grinding it, mostly because it's very, very tedious.
Yeah.
And second, because if I ever do an episode of Partners in Grind, or
you
we both call it Partners in Grind, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and I have enough ships to do so now.
Yeah.
I have 3 grinding ships as well as 3 welding ships.
Oh, we should. We should schedule one of those. I think it's.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking, what do we do? We probably need some ice, but other than that, I think we're good for resources at the moment. So we'll be looking to do something a bit different, and we could come and help you grind this down. So.
Yeah. Not to mention the big red penis that you and Dracul left at my outpost.
Yeah. You got the penis and I got the balls. And
I did not know that.
Yeah. Because Dracul found it. In the time that he was on the server, me and him were just having a little wander around, and he's like, "What's this? Oh, look, I found an exploration ship." And I was like, "You're kidding me!" All the time and all the distance I've travelled on this server, and I've never seen one. And he's like, "Oh, I found one. It was here." And I think
and that's it's another thing. Well, since you and Anubis both want to do exploration, all 3 of us could do it.
I think we should do that.
That could be part of a Partners in Grind.
Yeah. And it was because Dracul, his rig doesn't allow him to play multiplayer at the moment. He just hasn't got the capability, even when the server was running good. So he wasn't sure what to do with that ship, so we cut it in half and gave half to me and half to you.
He was so excited, like, you know, I popped on TeamSpeak, he's like, "Nordic, I left a surprise for you." Like, yeah, sounds devious.
Yeah.
What's funny is actually he and I didn't play for a long time because he was so upset about space engineers being a pain on his system, and then recently we started playing again, and my wife's like, "Oh, you guys got your bromance back, huh?" Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the one that got me into building so much. Like, he and I have affected each other so much as far as this game goes.
Yeah.
In the style on how we play and build and everything.
Wow.
It's we're very, very similar now. Like, originally he built very utilitarian, and I built, I'd say, a little bit more towards style, and we kind of mixed it, so now we both build almost identically.
Wow.
And I love it. I love building with him. He's a blast. But that's also why I built that fighter map I mentioned before. It's very minimalistic, so he can run it just fine because it's small. It's just 2 bases and a beacon in the middle of the battle area.
Cool.
That's something else we'll have to do. You've never done combat in Space Engineers.
No, I'm not much of a PvPer. Even in Minecraft, I play UHCs, but I don't know. Where games allow me to cooperate, I like to cooperate. Where they don't allow me to cooperate, I like to win. So it's not that I'm lacking in the fighting instincts.
Well, see, for me, it's I played competitive games for most of my life.
Yeah.
When I was 6 years old, I beat the original Doom in about 7 hours.
Yeah.
My dad had a friend who had it on his computer, and I was just like, yeah, I want to play that. And they're like, okay, here you go, kid. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Nothing like shooting at Mecha Hitler as a 6-year-old. 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah.
And I've played ever since. I love competitive games. My wife, not so much.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a very calm, down-to-earth person. I put my try-hard pants on when I play competitive games. I'm as bad as Apple, maybe worse.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, the only person really to experience me at my angriest was me and Dracul played Battlefield 3 together on Xbox.
Uh-huh.
And we went into a hardcore server, and he was doing just fine, and I was just worst game I think I've ever played, and I was getting so mad. He's like, wow, Nordic, I've never heard you so pissed off. And it's sometimes my wife's like, do I have to take away the controller? I will take away the controller. So yeah, like, but when it comes to the dog fighting, I tend to be very good natured.
Yeah.
Try to be very encouraging, very nice, especially because the two people that we've gotten on there recently was like Lord Wiseman. He's all brand new to it. He's never really done like survival ships before, like where you had to fully convey. So he's learned all that, and same thing with Orange, who's part of the Nidd.
Yeah,
same thing with him.
In fact, my first experience with Nidd people, apart from Boris, was doing a Nidd UHC where Oranges was on my team.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had Orange and Panda.
I don't think I've met Panda.
Yeah, those two came on my team, and it was Merry Gamer. He had Honda, and I can't remember who his other teammate was, but brilliant! I mean, the commentary that you get from Honda was, now that I know Honda better as well, it's like, oh, that's just fantastic. Honda needed to be on a channel on a team where there was somebody recording, because he's brilliant the whole way through. I loved watching Mary's viewpoint on that UHC just to see what Honda was going to say next, because you never knew. It's brilliant. I love Honda. I love Honda so much that just the stuff he comes out with is excellent.
Honda kind of eased me into everything that is Honda, because the first time I met him was when we first opened up the public Nidd server back when. Yeah. And I had a ship of the Valkyrie, and we just happened to be in the same TeamSpeak room, and he's like, wait, you built the Valkyrie? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I'm so sorry, your Valkyrie, because I mentioned I couldn't find it. And he's like, your Valkyrie went through my windshield. I'm like, what? And he's like, I got on the server, and it was embedded in the front of my ship. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry about it. So he built me a new ship. Because he saw me compliment on one of Anubis' streams I was on. He saw me compliment this battery-powered fighter. I was like, oh, I love the aesthetics. So he built me one of those. He's like, here's my apology. I'm like, oh, thank you. Not realizing the fullness that is Dr. Honda. Yeah. And then later on, I really got to meet the Dr. Honda. Which, by the way, that doctorate, that's a false doctorate.
Yeah. It's I think his doctorate came from somewhere where you can buy these things. Anyway, Nordic, I think we're at the end of our episode.
I think I would agree, yes.
Yeah. I think maybe we'll call it a night for now.
Sounds like a plan.
We shall see what we can do about scheduling some time to come and grind up your thingy, and we'll and do a bit of exploring. I'll have a word with Anubis and see. Yeah. So I think it could be fun to get the three of us together to do that.
That sounds like a plan.
Cool. Right. Well, I shall see you next time.
Yep. Thanks everyone for watching.
See you all soon. Bye.
Bye.